Alright, howdy y'all, my name is Susan Inferno. Welcome back to another video. And this is actually the part 2 of my Zoom Super Fluke setup. This is my Zoom Super Fluke class. I'm going over the gear, and the rod reel, line and hooks and knots I usually prefer when I fish with these things, the Zoom Super Flukes. Like I was telling you, that these things are really deadly around, docks, cover, scum, shallow bays and stuff. But, first of all, let's start off with the pole. The poles I usually love to use are 6.5 foot to 7 foot, medium heavy action rod, depending on the cover usually. If it's like light, medium-ish, kind of like medium-ish thick, scum and stuff, I usually go with the medium heavy. But if you're like really out in those really thick ones, then I'd go with the heavy action rod. You can get away with like what do you call it, like a 7'2", 7'4", 7.5 foot, 7'10" rod. Just anything under 8 foot would probably be good. Medium heavy action on light to moderate scum. But if it's heavy scum and I drill on crap like that, you should definitely recommend a heavy action. But what I have right here is the 7 foot brawler rod. Look, I know this is a musky rod, so don't spam the comments telling me it's a musky rod. I know it is, but hang on. Look how tall this pole is compared to me. I'm like a midget compared to this. It is a 7 foot, medium heavy too. This thing's, fairly good tip in it. Can feel a lot of things with that. You can get a lot of good hook sets with this thing. For 7 foot, I usually like 7 foot when I'm using top water flukes and stuff, because it just seems a bit more easier to cast and pull fish away from cover and stuff, just because it's more long and stuff. But just go to the reel now. Reel is probably equally as important as the rod. But I usually love a high speed reel, 641 to 711, depending on how fast you're jerking it or how what the action is of the fish. I mean the action of that you're fishing the Super Fluke. Most of the time I'm kind of giving it like a jerk, like a 3 twitch stop, 4 twitch stop, and like a 4 or 5 pop, and then stop, and then so there's a lot of slack and you kind of pick up that slack, so I usually prefer 6'1". Picks up 28.5 inches of line, I believe this reel right here is. No, 28 inches. So that's good enough, but you can get away with 7'1", which picks up 30 inches of line. Not a huge difference, but it is a difference. But prefer high-speed reels when using this. The reel which I have right here, if you guys want to check it out, is the Johnny Morris Signature Series 2 reel. Great reel, love this reel so much. I've done a review on this a couple months ago. Go check that out. But that's really great reel. These two matched up feel like almost nothing in your hands. Seriously, it feels like it's probably like 8 ounces in your hand. It's not that much. But now let's go over the line, which I have spooled up right in here. I usually go with braid, just because you're fishing around scum, hydrilla, and all that other crap in the water. But braid kind of is less stretchy than monofilament. So if you do get hung up in weeds and stuff, it won't break as easily, and it's kind of rough, so the braid would kind of slip right off, kind of. I don't know, but I just prefer braid around scum and stuff. What I have right here is 30 pound. Like I said, depends on what what kind of scum and weeds and crap you're fishing, depending on the line size. But most of the lakes I fish at are the scum is moderate, so I usually go 30 to 40 pound, but I have just 30 just because I can get away with it. But depending on the if you're moderate, you could probably go 30 and 40 and 30 and 40. But if it's really thick crap and scum and stuff, I'd go with 50, 65, 80. But just stick with 30 and 40. It's mainly the best. Let's go over the hooks. I usually go with the round bends. But you know you can get away with wide gaps. You can get away with wide gaps in EWGs, but not a lot of people say don't use them just because I don't know. I just people don't say not to use them on super flukes, but I honestly it doesn't really matter to me. But I do use round bends a lot though with my super flukes just because the hook kind of hides underneath the belly, hides up against the bait a bit more, bit better than a wide gap or an EWG. But that's a really great hook, eagle, laser sharp, round bend hook, 2/0 I believe it is. I stick with 2/0 and 3/0 with the Zoom Super Fluke. But if you go to the Magnum, I'd probably go with the 4 or 5/0, depending on the size of your Super Fluke. But knot also very important, which is the Palomar knot. Look up a video on how to do the Palomar knot. You should pick it up really easy. I picked it up fast. Strongest knot in the world. Great when you're fishing around scum and timber and crap. Strongest knot I've ever used, ever. This has been my Zoom Super Fluke class setup. Let me know what class setups you want me to see next, like my wacky worm setup, or whatever class setup you want to see me do. I'll probably do it and let you know what I prefer. But there's probably even better classes for the Super Fluke than I have. But this is just from my experience of using Super Flukes the past few months. This is the best, things I use. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. See y'all in the next video. If you haven't done it already, hit the subscribe button below. I'll see you all in the next video, and bro hoof.